ICW fans, I am original ICW supporter Robert. The Next Generation show that ICW was back in session, and what a wonderful show this turned out to be. The show kicked off with Trevor Lee coming out to Taylor Swift's Shake It Off, no less, with his manager, a lawyer, Matthew Ryan Shapiro. And that led up to our first match of the evening, which saw bad boy Joey Janela defeat Trevor Lee in a very good opening matchup. Up next, Bulldozer Matt Tremont and the Dirty Daddy Chris Dickinson come out for a promo, and they pretty much run down Tommy Dreamer, calling him a dinosaur, and running down the New York City crowd. Don't know what else was said, but it was quite a promo to remember. Back to the action as we saw tag team action with Drew Gulak and Biff Busick defeating the Beaver Boys, John Silver and Alex Reynolds. I really like this matchup, and boy, Biff Busick, he's someone that really stands out. What a match that was. Up next, Prince Nana hits the ring, and he introduces his new client of the E. I don't know what he's referring to by that, and it was none other than Azrael, who came out in wearing Nana's robe. And that led up to a four-way matchup in which we saw the Dirty Daddy Chris Dickinson defeat Azrael, AR Fox, and Jigsaw. And it was at that moment during the matchup, I believe it was Jigsaw nailed a stiff super kick on AR Fox, and as a result, Fox bled from the mouth. Next up, we saw Samoa Joe defeat the cold-hearted player Danny DeMonto. And after the match was over, Joe cut a promo, and after he left the ring, out comes someone wearing a Ronald Reagan mask, and he hits DeMonto with a chair. He takes the Reagan mask off, and it was none other than the Amazing Red, and he talked about that Danny put him through hell, and that Red had swore he wouldn't come back to ICW ever again, but Red said he's back to make DeMonto's life a living hell. Up next was a intermission at that point. Followed. Up next, ring announcer Steven DeAngelis announced to the crowd that they were inducting the all-around best Xavier into the Hall of Fame. Most people in the crowd didn't even know who this guy was because, of course, he was part of the early days of ICW, which not many people remember except for myself. And eventually he's interrupted by Armando Alejandro Estrada, who introduced his EYFBO, Angel Ortiz and Mike Drastic, as his new, well, I guess his tag team he's going to be managing. And that led up to a tag team matchup, and out came Milk Chocolate, One Night Only, which is Anthony Gangon and Mark Ken, or is it Mark Quinn? And out came the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, EC Negro and Casey Blade. Of course, Blade recently underwent knee surgery and walked on a cane and was unable to compete. However, he did announce Negro's partner, which was none other than Deranged. Very good matchup here, and EYFBO picked up the win. Those two guys really stood out. I also, One Night Only, Gangon and Mark Quinn, they really stood out in that matchup too. After the match ended, EC Negro had a chair in his hand, looked like he was going to nail Deranged. And Casey Blade, who was walking on a cane, he was got in the ring too and stopped Negro from doing that. And at that point, Negro hugs Deranged. Deranged leaves the ring. Blade turns around, and Negro waffles Casey Blade with the chair. And Negro declared himself the King of New York, and pretty much the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels are no more. Up next, in a three-way matchup, the Grim Reaper defeated Kano Capuccia, who many know as Justin Toxic, and the Sicilian Slammer Fabio Caruso. Caruso's really in great shape, and he definitely has a good look. And I forgot to mention earlier, Biff Busick has a great look as well. The Reefer picked up the win. And up next was the King of New York Rumble, which featured a lot of people. And I know it kicked off with the British Wolf and Blade Michaels. Among other participants were the Disrespectfuls, Eric Draven and Bobby De Niro, Nightmare, Sasha Jenkins, Monster Mac, so many other people I didn't remember. But we did have a surprise entrant, and that turned out to be the Sandman, which everybody went crazy for, but sadly he didn't last too long in the matchup. Eventually, Bulldozer Matt Tremont hit the ring, as did Innovator of Violence Tommy Dreamer, and the two of them ended up eliminating each other, and it came down to Blade Michaels eliminating Monster Mac at the end. And a very good Rumble, and unfortunately, the one-on-one match between Tommy Dreamer and Matt Tremont was canceled thanks to the New York State Athletic Commission due to the time length of the show, and I think they were also concerned about people getting home in the snow. Hopefully that match will be saved for the next ICW event, whenever that will be. Alright, here we go with personal notes. The pizza place by the Grand Avenue train station has some good food. Great seeing Mike McNicholas, Stella, Brandon, Billy, I forgot your last name. Haven't seen you in quite some time, man. Great seeing Eric Cooper, Eric Rosen, Evan, Norman Alvarado, cameraman Carlos. I did notice Stacy of 1495 Sports there. Who else I remember seeing? Damn, who else do I remember seeing at this one? Man. Who else I remember at this show? Wow. Damn. It might pop up again. By the way, Jack Sabbath, please keep that DJ. He was great with the music before the show and during intermission. And Stella, you sure can dance. Let me see. Well, yeah, time for some memorable quotes. Would you say his life is sadder than Joe Alvarez? Mike McNicholas, when somebody in the crowd was yelling about Randy Orton nipples. Oh, here's another one. One Night Stand has been eliminated. Stephen DeAngelis referring to one night only as one night stand. Botchamania, Stephen. Oh, here's another memorable quote. Damn it, I forgot to mention this. The Greek god Papa Don defeated the Prince of Queens, Brian Myers. I'd definitely like to see a rematch between those two. That was right before the King of New York Rumble match, by the way. Ugh. Can't believe I forgot that one result. Who else I remember seeing in this crowd? Oh, Mike Bolivio, who was wearing the Rey Mysterio mask. Great seeing him. Yeah, come on, I know this other shit I remember. Damn, come on, what else can I remember at this? I remember about this very show. I'm probably going to fuck this up in the end. But definitely, this was like one of the hottest crowds I was ever a part of at a wrestling event. And I understand it was like 400, maybe a little more. And I did notice people standing up watching the show. I do have to say, bring back Biff Busick. Bring back... Bring back One Night Only. Bring back EYFBO. I'm sure there'll be others that will be brought back in the very future of ICW. And, let's see. Come on, there's got to be more that I... Damn, got to be more here, my God. I noticed Brian XL in attendance. I mean, I sure hope when ICW announces their next show, I hope it'll be in the month of May. me see. Come on, who else can I think of here? I gotta say that one dude with the short blue mohawk in front of me. That I hope that dude comes back for a show. I mean, he really enjoyed it, and we actually high-fived over. I forgot the match with Azrael, A.R. Fox, Chris Dickinson, and Jigsaw when somebody went flying into the front row. That's why I'm glad I don't sit in that part of the building. And also, I couldn't believe the EYFBO hurling Milk Chocolate's Brandon Watts in the air. I mean, talk about hang time. Another side of the room I'm glad I don't sit at anymore. I think it kind of sucks that we the fans have to enter the building through the back, go through the parking lot, and enter the back door. Because I remember, I forgot what side street it was, where we used to enter the building through there. But I don't know, maybe the building's rules and regulations, I suppose. Oh, I forgot to mention, I didn't get to talk to her, but I did notice Dawn at the event. Great. I wish I could have talked to her. And Jack, what's going on with the ICW DVD shows that, I mean, why aren't they on DVD yet? I was hoping to find the shows from 2013 and I didn't see them. Glad to see these ICF and W t-shirts are still being made. And Mike Nicholas, I'm still waiting. I'd like to see. I want you to get your hands on. Hope you get your hands on one of these. This is a great shirt. Yeah. Who else can I think of here? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What else can I think of? What's left to talk about? Yeah. Dang it. Oh, there were like two pretty ladies sitting across from me. One had red hair and one had pink hair. Sure hope they enjoyed themselves, but I think everybody, I don't think anybody disliked the show. But then again, I can't remember ICW letting me down with how their shows go. I will say that this was awesome, and forgot to mention, it's great talking with Ryan Peterson and Dan Acosta before the show. And I think it, I really think it was fuck. Damn, what an awesome time. Sure hope there'll be more to come. ICW. Not only it does stand for Impact Championship Wrestling, but it can also stand for It Can Work.